So let's find out the answer with our very own healthy lifestyle enthusiast and practitioner, Rory Asyari.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello guys.
Rory.
How are you doing, guys?
Good.
Why are you not in the studio, by the way? Is that your own healthy lifestyle that you're
Because
keeping
I'm having
distance
my day
between
off,
us?
actually.
Okay.
So good to see you, Rory. Now, let's get right into it. Please tell us about your healthy lifestyle journey.
I think it all started when I was in, bachelor years, and I realized that I need to get my body in shape. But then, as the time went by, I realized that hey, it's not enough to only get our body in shape, but also we have to achieve whole health of our body. So it's not only about the shape, but it's about what we eat and how we rest, and also our overall lifestyle. That's when it all started, when I was in still in university. And now I feel the benefits. I don't know, guys, if you pick the difference, but I can see that compared to my peers and my friends with the same age, I look fresher, I look younger, and sometimes they feel jealous because I don't gain body weight. I'm still in the condition that they used to see me. So I can thank my own healthy journey for that.
Yeah, you look like a 25-year-old.
And this is not
indeed,
only
Rory.
about you can disagree or agree, Alia.
No,
But this is according to my friend who said that Rory, you look younger and you look fresh, and I think that's a combination of doing sport regularly and also healthy diet.
All right, so you spoke about your diet and what it means to you, but I just want to dig down. What do you actually eat every day to maintain that kind of body?
So sometimes people think that diet is about decreasing the amount of food that go into your body, but that's not actually the case. The real definition of diet is actually about mindset and about fulfilling the needs of our body, not fulfilling the wants of our tongue. Right?
That's
So
correct.
instead of eating unconsciously, instead of eating whatever you want, you have to remember that we have to eat according to what our body needs. For example, if you eat for breakfast, it's not going to be that big portion. It's not going to be nasi uduk or bubur ayam anymore. If you eat consciously according to what your body needs, maybe you would think, okay, I would eat something whole grain. I would eat maybe just a slice of bread with yogurt or with peanut butter, or maybe just banana and apple. And for lunch, what I usually take is I tend to substitute white rice with something that has less calorie. For example, brown rice, shirataki, corn rice, or potato, cassava, whatever, that has less sugar content in it. And because maybe it's our custom and our culture that if we don't eat white rice, that means that we don't eat. But we have to also remember the consequences of eating rice excessively. For example, we tend to gain weight easily. We tend to get sleepy during the day. And we don't get balanced diet because white rice is not sufficient when it comes to fiber. So by eating consciously, that's actually the beauty of diet. And that is far, far away, guys, from getting yourself difficult. Because diet should be fun, diet should be creative, and it has something to do with our mindset.
Speaking of healthy diets, the bodies also need healthy intake. You spoke about the foods that we should avoid, right? Not so much white rice, but what kind of diet plans that you have taken, and do people actually need to pay more for those? I mean, are you paying more for your diet, and do you actually also have time to, if you're not paying for it, how much time do you need to prepare all these things? Because brown rice to make it a good, brown rice that tastes good and it feels right. It's not so chewy. It's not easy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I get your point. And in Indonesian context, it's quite challenging to eat healthily without spending too much. Because if you want to buy shirataki, then the price is 5 times higher than regular white rice. Or if you want to get brown rice, still more expensive, twice higher than white rice. But we can always be creative, guys. And I think even if we go to warteg, we can choose healthy options eating in warteg or street vendor. I once made a video for the Prophet TV station about how we can go to warteg and still eat healthily. I would only eat 2 spoons of white rice because they only provide us with white rice, right? But then I will fulfill my energy need with something else. For example, protein, where I can get from tempeh, where I can get from what do you call it, marinated tofu or tempeh tahu bacem, or I can get from egg. That's how I substitute my energy needs from white rice to protein. And what about greens? What about vegetables? They've got plenty of healthy vegetables. For example, sayur bening, sayur asam. They've got it all. And you can also change, for example, if you go to warteg, then you tend to always eat fried food. For example, fried tempeh or fried egg or fried chicken. Hey, as for alternative, for example, steamed chicken, marinated chicken, or semur chicken. I don't know in English, but I think it's marinated chicken with soy sauce. There's always alternative if you want to go for extra miles. And the price, surprisingly, is the same.
Okay.
So the notion of that you have to spend more for eating healthily is actually invalid if we are creative and if we want to think, okay, if in my surrounding there's only bubur ayam, there's only fried chicken, then what about if I make myself? For example, I buy marinated chicken from from supermarket, and then I what do you call it? You put it in the oven. Or you using your air fryer at home. That's why I invest quite significant amount of money into equipments that will support my healthy lifestyle. So there are still many ways.
All right, Rory, so, we've been talking about dietary intake, and usually this is because we want to have an ideal body weight. So, is there any limit to dietary intake for an ideal body weight? And if yes, can you please elaborate?
I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not in that place to explain about the amounts of nutrition that you have to take, because different body varies when it comes to the amount of nutrition that you need. But I always believe that if we want to our body shape in check, we have to do this method called calorie deficit. That means that the amount of calorie that we take is less than the amount of calorie that we spend or that we release. Would that be possible? Yes, that's possible, because we can choose food with less calorie and we still can be active at the same time. So going back to the question whether it is more important to go on diet or it is more important to do some sport, I think it takes two to tango. We have to do it simultaneously and we have to do it together. These are a great team. And you have to work out regularly. 30 minutes is enough. 4 or 5 times a day. 4 or 5 times a week is sufficient.
All right.
But at the same time, you have to also make sure that you have the right food and eat consciously. Because by the time we get older, we have to be really careful and we have to be really conscious of what goes into our body.
That's true. You are what you eat, and be mindful when you get older. All right, so how often do you work out to be in shape like now?
Well, Alia, I have this kind of body type called ectomorph. If I don't work out, I would shrink my muscles. I would lose my muscles. That's why there's a pressure for me, because, as you guys, I also work on TV, either on public scene. So I think 4 to 5 times a week would be enough to me to maintain my body weight. Otherwise, if I don't go to the gym, if I don't work out regularly, my tummy would, would
Would
get
look-
bigger.
would look
but
like mine.
My muscles.
Oh, come on, Yasha. No. You're still in
I would
shape.
look like our uncles or our, I don't know, our neighbors.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
Uncle Yasha.
Still.
No, you are still good. Yasha, trust me.
Hey, so again, what are the other benefits of maintaining an ideal body weight? I mean, for me, is I can fit in the same clothes, from like, I don't know,
7 years ago.
15 years ago.
15 years
You
ago.
know,
Wow.
so it's like the same. So I don't really have to buy new clothes. So it's like, for me,
Yeah.
it's being green at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Or being cheap in that
Yes.
sense.
Good.
Well, it can goes both way. I mean, being green, being cheap, whatever. But what I truly believe is that by maintaining our overall health and having our body weight in check is the self-confidence that we get and the affirmation that if I can do this, then I can do something or some other things that I didn't think I could do. For example, doing some sports that I've never done before, doing some extreme activities that I thought I wouldn't be able to do. So it gives some kind of affirmation and self-confidence that I can do whatever I have in front of me.
Wow. So you're in the middle of the pandemic. We are in the midst of the pandemic. Do you have any suggestion on how you can do a healthy diet at home? And also, if you have a new resolution for healthy lifestyle in 2022?
Well, although offices are starting to open, we go to the office, we go to the malls, but I think we need to also keep the habit of cooking at home because we can control, right? Eating healthy is about taking control of what we eat, and by cooking at home, we are taking control of what we eat. So I think keeping the behavior of cooking at home is really important. That's what I do. After I do the siaran broadcasting with you guys, I usually cook what I have in the fridge. And I take Saturday as a day for me to release my stress by going grocery shopping. So that's what I do. And what about the sport? Well, gyms are open nowadays, but it's still fun. If you spend your Saturday morning or Sunday morning with your family, but working out together or running together, cycling together, that would be beneficial for your health and beneficial for the bond of your family.
Well, that's going to be my resolution of healthy lifestyle in 2022. Thank you so much, Rory Asyari, for sharing with us. I hope not just you, but all of us can be very healthy and shaped just like you.